What's up, everybody? So I'm gonna make this short. Uh, so, cause somebody put out on the neighbors app a picture of stuff they took off my Instagram and on my live feed and calling me a domestic terrorist. I'm wanted by the FBI, just trying to dox me and stuff like that. Well, there's two possibilities here. Either as a former cop because it was under Spencer, former FBI in charge account on Neighbors app that was made 4 days ago under Spencer E, which is Spencer Evans, uh, aka Jesse Peaches. Okay, and then they put a video, a picture of my bike saying that I cruise this area on a stolen bike, pulling a trailer and stuff like that. Uh, so I got a disgruntled ex cop or, a live streamer that for years I've filed so many complaints about, you know, uh, that he would know that information about me, but he probably was told not to, you know, talk about it type stuff. So I come up on, since I target the lazy piece of shit streamers here in Las Vegas to do nothing but e-bag and do nothing for our community. And so this is what I get when I go out with my family. So I have my other family coming out to do a live stream today, but for safety reasons and stuff like that, it just seems like people are targeting me, my family now. Uh, which we were, where you at? You know, which we were good to go today. You know, uh, doing our thing. Uh, Let me just tell you, I'm self-funded. I do have an attorney. I did file a complaint with the Fusion Center, the FBI, uh, Counterterrorism, Homeland Security, on that account that was made 4 days ago on Neighbors app. And what people don't understand is, you know, I'm so into this. Uh, with I got sources and people all over the area, all parts of town out here, and I had people that notified me because of that post. So when people do stupid stuff like that, so there's two people are going to get hit with lawsuits next weekend. One, I'm going to own a new condo. So anybody looking to buy a new condo over up the Flamingo Paradise area, let me know, because I'm going to take his condo, his car, and everything he owns, right? Because I've got archives of videos on him, right? I'm going to, because it was either him and then a former cop, which I'm going to take that person's pension and anything they own. Uh, so uh, good luck to that. And see, here's what happens when people target me. It's out of my control what the higher ups do. So they're going to know who did it. And I don't talk about the technology I use at home, but let's just say I use some of the same stuff that law enforcement uses to gather intel. I have GitHub, and I have where I can see any video, know where it was uploaded from with the GPS tag on it. Uh, I do have uh, reverse IP address. Uh, how can I say this without giving it away? But I do have reverse, stuff like that. So I bought a bunch of old laptops from police auctions that were outdated, or whatever. But some of the stuff was left with some of the stuff that you shouldn't be accessing. But that's their fault. Uh, you know, uh, but I'll just tell you this. You know, somebody had to know about the Spencer Evans thing in my complaints, and then they said Crystal something Nevada or whatever, referencing drugs. I don't do drugs. My family don't do drugs. Uh, will tell you, I donate plasma twice a week, and it gets drug tested and flagged if it was for if there was any drugs in it. So I don't know who came up with that. It's kind of creative, but people make changes. Everybody that runs recovery centers and stuff, addicts, former addicts and stuff like that, they've done time, they've done this and stuff like that, but they change their lives around. We've changed our lives around 25 years without having a knock at my door. But I was involved in stuff out here my whole life in Vegas with corrupt cops, that led me down the wrong road. And the only reason the Henderson cops didn't hire me as a police officer was they pulled me in the office, the police chief at the time. I'm not going to tell you what year it was, and the chief of detectives. And they said, we hire you as a police officer, right? And I said, well, then what's the problem, right? They said, well, you don't look the other way. And I'm like, yeah, you're right, because I won't look the other way. And then with the dope dealing with the cops and stuff like that and everything like that, and the dope usage with cops and stuff like that between us back in the day was the only addiction I had. Once they were out of my life, that was out of my life. So, it does happen. There are people that walk this earth that has been exposed to, that was in a core group of corrupt police officers that were doing and regulating the things they wanted to. So if I want to talk about it and somebody has a fucking problem with it, I don't know what the fuck to tell you, because it's my life experiences. I was there. I walked that lifestyle with Las Vegas police and Henderson police. So don't sit there and give me a hard time that I recorded police. I know how they think and know how they operate and stuff like that, because I was part of something back in the day. So when people want to criticize me and think I'm out targeting cops and doing this, I document stuff. And we do a lot of stuff off camera. We have 2 business licenses, and we will be going to nonprofit in a couple weeks. Have to contact, with this new stuff that just came out, have to contact my attorney so he can file those claims against that live streamer from another network, so I can own his condo and against a couple former cops, because that's dirty. You're not trying to shut me down, because you know what? You know who's going to be operating the camera from here on out? See, what you're going to do is, when you put out my bike stolen, I drive around this area with a trailer behind it. See, when one of my other family members are out live streaming and they're riding that bike around, stuff like that, and you want to dox us and you want to get us swatted, you're going to get my family hurt, because, I got kids right here with autism. Another one out here with autism, right there. And my other half, that's a moderator in here, I have another kid, with ADHD, autism spectrum too. So you're going to get my kids hurt. So for the person who posts that post, I'm telling you, I got reverse IP address. I've got everything downloaded on my computer. When I go home, I'm going to figure out who it was or whatever, and stuff like that. And I'm telling you, bad things are going to come your way, and it's not from me. It's from the higher ups, because everybody that's ever crossed me and stuff like that, it just seems like, that they end up, getting hit by trains, having heart attacks in their car's going off cliffs with them in it, bad accidents, plane crashes. These are people that fucked with me, and I had nothing to do with that shit. It's the higher ups, whoever's watching over my shoulder. So, good luck to you guys. But, I will be filing a couple claims in federal court next week. And I've got all my social medias on privacy now, where you can't access stuff. And I banned a lot of people that, I don't know which side they float. They sit here and they watch these live streams 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and let it consume their life, to where they believe and they get in that paranoid state of mind to where they think, oh, this must be about me. This must be about me. No, and sometimes I haven't been watching social media for 6 months, so I don't know what people saying or doing, but I have people out there watching and screen recording stuff, and everything. So, good luck with that, with trying to come after me. But, You know, all you did was create a lawsuit for yourself. I'm going after your pension, and then I'm coming up to somebody else's condo and everything they own. Next week, I'm going to file the claims, and I'll live stream it as me and my attorney are filing the lawsuits in federal court. So this is Community Watchdog Media. Thank you for watching, and thanks to you for subscribing, and we will be live down on Fremont. See, I knew something was up last week when I was on Fremont and I had security flanking me and Metro flanking me. I knew something was up. So, you know, people making phone calls on me or whatever. But, you know, when I'm never alone. When I'm out live streaming, I'm never alone. You know, there's 5 or 6 of us. So, you know, good luck with that. I don't, you know, this is a family ran channel. I don't have to be the one running the streams all the time. I got other family members that will. So, thank you guys.